Here's the first pitch. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a two-run shot to left center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Miami used a three-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Sandy Alcantara earns his third win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida, and Dan Straley gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Dan Straley's bounced around for a little while, but he's a four-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. Not an overpowering pitcher. Needs all four of his pitches. If he has that good changeup, he could be really tough.
Settling in now, Professor Bearden. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
No balls and a strike to count. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Hero? So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Nationals are out in front here, 4-0. So a runner on first with 1 out now, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Nationals lead it 4-2. Now to the plate, Professor Bearden. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one into right. Cruz is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Howie Kendrick. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
A bullet to first base. Quick step to the bag is not in time for the double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Working for the punch-out and the... Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Return throw is in time. How about that? Now at the plate, Professor Bearden, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 0-2, here it is. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here. And he will pull into second with an arm.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. In is Curtis Granderson. It was a walk in his last trip.
Curtis Granderson.
Here's the 0-2. Runner goes for third. Hit on the ground to short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. The ground out to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Striding into the box, Professor Bearden will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 52 for him thus far, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. And it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. Hit out towards second. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. And that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he handled it really nice.
Ready with the 0-1. He hit to short. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. 15-6 the final tally in this one. The Washington Nationals with their 97th win tops in the division.
The final line.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning.
Leading off for the Marlins, the shortstop.
Try to check it, and it's 0-1. That average way up there to start things out. 52 homers and an RBI total that stands at 119. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall in right field. He'll get it into second, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Turner fields it cleanly, and that's out number one.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Miguel.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Rendon over to his left. The tag gets one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Austin Bryce will be on the mound to start the.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win. But they did.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Professor Bearden, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next, Jacob deGrom will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
Digging in, Professor Bearden. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and he keeps it up. 53 now on the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs.
At the plate, Professor Bearden. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
No doubt, this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that. Up next from Miami, Professor Bearden. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone into the upper tank.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Professor Bearden, as we discussed earlier in the broadcast, he's turned in impressive performances at the plate all year. And with a couple of long balls on the scorecard today, this one's been no different.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy knocks a donut off his bat, he's going deep. What an unbelievable season. Ride the wave as long as you can.
Conforto has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Coming to the plate now, Professor Bearden. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Professor Bearden.
Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up in the ball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They lead it 5-4.
Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder.
Roller out to short. And there's one down now. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Miami Marlins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. We've got an NL East Noah Syndergaard is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to stop it. And that one is gone.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was nuts.
Digging in to try it again, Professor Bearden. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double. Digging in, Brian Anderson. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 4 for 11. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right now.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The set and the 1-1. Line drive, base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that.
Here's Juan Lagares. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
To second for 1, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base.
Ready now, Professor Bearden. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Lagares comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Here's Starlin Castro. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Not in time as he steals second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Bearden stands at second with 2 gone. Runner breaks for third.
Right here.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. They trail. Ready for another shot now. Professor Bearden, first in the league in home runs, and he added 1 more to his total earlier in this game.
Man, I can see myself in the Texas Rangers.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far? Digging in once again, Professor Bearden, and their runners at the corners now.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Into the corner and slicing foul. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
And this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. And a relay to the plate. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Not too many more. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. Miami came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Sandy Alcantara wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Caleb Smith closes the door for the save, his 41st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
9 runs.
And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Zach Wheeler will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Into the box now, Professor Bearden. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. First delivery to him on the way. Shoots this one over to first. To his right, Cooper. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're
stepping up now, Professor Bearden. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Keon.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bearden has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. A fly out and a single for him so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Professor Bearden, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 0-1 the count. Herrera at second with 2 down. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. A pause and the 0-2. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami, but they lead it 1-0. Into the box, Professor Bearden held hitless in this one so far, but he looks to be in good position to cap off the year with more home runs than anybody else in the league.
But I think he'd like to have a good AB right here. He's hitless on the day. He hasn't looked good at the plate. I'd like to see him stay back and drive something back up the middle.
A dive, and he can't hang on. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out. Digging in, Professor Bearden. He comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one.
Professor Bearden.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first. Pitch. Seawald, a Nevada native. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. The next 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And it's gone.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order, and on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. Zach Wheeler pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
No errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. The opener of the final series of the year between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. Professor Bearden, with just days left to play, the league's top power bat looks to cement his case for the home run crown. Next, Nick Pivetta is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this.
Now at the plate, Professor Bearden, with just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Strike taken to throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. Throw into second, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making a...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. A tag for 1. And now Bryce Harper, lifetime against Danny Salazar. Not great. He's 1 for 8. He's set. The 0-1. Popped him up. Bearden over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Off for the Marlins, the shortstop.
So digging in now, Professor Bearden. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone up into the second deck.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking.
Striding in once again, Professor Bearden. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. Grounded weakly toward 3rd. Now he thought about first here, but he'll go to second instead. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second. Stepping in, Professor Bearden, first in the league in home runs, and he added one more. To his total earlier in this game.
Man, I can see myself in the Texas Rangers dugout right now, and the hitting coach Rudy Jaramillo would always say batting average will fluctuate, but they can never take away ribbies and homers, and this guy just keeps adding to the total.
Striding in, Professor Bearden. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Robertson's ready. First pitch on the way. He pulls this one into right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from 3rd. In to score, the runner from 3rd.
Hey, talk about having.
Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. To the right side. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Marlins used a 3-run 9th to help propel them to the win.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base.
Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies. Stepping into the box, Professor Bearden. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Jankowski on at first, nobody out. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. The tag gets 1, on to first, and they get the double play. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Line drive snagged on a short hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Professor Bearden, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. to lead off the inning.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he...
Stepping in, Professor Bearden. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his...
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hernandez.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
1-1-1.
Ground out to short. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Into the box now, Professor Bearden. As we discussed earlier in the broadcast, he's turned in impressive performances at the plate all year. And with a couple of long balls on the scorecard today, this one's been no different.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy knocks a donut off his bat, he's going deep. What an unbelievable season. Ride the wave as long as you can.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So it's a runner at first with two men out, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Ready with the 2-1. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, but the... Ready once again, Professor Bearden. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Professor Bearden.
Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to straightaway right. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His third home run of the ball game, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Drew Butera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Round is short. This could be 2. Scooped up. Zips it to Castro for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play. And they're an out away from closing this one up.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row. And this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-2 tonight's final. The Miami Marlins get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Sergio Romo earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it. Zach, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Sergio Romo. His record is now 5-4. The save to Sergio Romo. The loss goes to Tommy Hunter, just his 4th loss of the season.
So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
The center fielder, number 27, Professor Bearden.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 0-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. John Birdie is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Phils get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Ranger Suarez.
an early winter check-in. New to the majors, this player's offered schooling on the structure of his contract. The agent moves on from that topic. It seems the player is contemplating a change of scene. The player receives an update from his representative. A stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the St. Louis Cardinals. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jairo Munoz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jairo.
Grounded to short. Bearden fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now. At the plate, Professor Bearden will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Professor Bearden.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the